Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Hey, we're good. How are you?
I'm good. It's so great to have you guys back again. Hannah, I was on your Instagram and I love that you wrote about the first day and it was like reunited and it feels so chaotic. Tell me about that chaos.
Oh, yes. It was like everyone just screaming in each other's faces with excitement.
So delighted.
Also because we'd all been having to, I was going to say hibernate, that's not what it's called. What was it called?
Isolate.
We had to isolate, not hibernate.
It felt like hibernating.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did. So we were all a little bit unhinged.
Yeah.
We came together. And
Yeah, it was
I wonder if that
deranged.
is reflected in the show.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, what was it like for you, Eliot, when you turned up and there was all this chaos going around?
I mean, I think I was well central to the chaos. I think I was partaking.
But we were bang in the centre.
Yeah. It was lovely. It was like lovely, familiar back to school chaos of like, yes, here are all my mad little friends.
Yes.
And we get to pretend to be fairies as our job.
Heaven.
What more can you ask for in life?
I was going to say, you like the one thing I love about your jobs is that, I know it's a lot of work, right? I get that, but you get to not grow up. Like you get to do what we were doing as kids. What is that like, being able to go and imagine every single day?
It's so weird and great. Like it's a lovely experience, especially when we get to do a bit of magic. And it is very strange because we go away to, those of us who aren't from Ireland, go away to film it. And so you're stuck in a kind of strange boarding school for people who should no longer be at boarding school.
Yes, too old for boarding school.
And so it makes you sort of regress as a person. Which kind of makes all the playing even more fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you forget that you're a grown-up.
Yeah, and the joy of doing a second season of it as well is like we've all sort of landed in being like, oh, I can do this. I'm not riddled with anxiety in the same way as I once was. So now it's just like getting to do playing pretend with your best mates.
Yeah.
Who else gets to do that for a living?
I don't know if there'll be a blooper reel this year because it would be
It's
so
too
long.
much.
It would be so long. We're just having the silliest time.
I want that blooper reel because like you talk about being back at boarding school, but the best thing about your boarding school is there's no principals, there's no teachers telling you what to do. And oh really?
Well, yeah, we still had to be, well, at the time it was lockdown, so everyone was a principal, we're very much at the mercy of rules, and also we do have bosses. But they're cool bosses, they're not like other bosses.
But you still got to, have some fun. I know the first time you guys were here, we spoke about the hikes that you went on and people getting really competitive and having some great parties. I mean, I was just talking to Abigail there and she told me all about the wigs. So I want to know all about those wigs and the parties you guys got up to when you were offset.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, of course. I mean, I guess this time it was different because it was a pandemic. To be honest with you, we did a lot of just
hanging out.
We learned how to salsa and how to waltz.
There was an evening which was just me and Hannah learning to waltz in
And it was beautiful.
In the front room.
Yeah, pretty much. That's actually mad of us.
I can't,
just drinking so much red wine and waltzing.
I can't believe we've just said that to the world. But here we are, bravely coming out as waltzers.
Are we going to see you guys maybe on Strictly Come Dancing?
Or even better, if we get a season 3, I think Stella and Terra should have a waltz scene.
I agree.
I totally agree with that.
Anyone can make that happen. Actually, it's the Fake the Winx Saga fans.
It's true. Please, we're begging
crying out for it.
Yeah, because there's no video from that night, is there, that we can watch in the meantime?
And truly, I think that is for the best.
Yeah. We were not once in step or in time.
No, because we're gonna sell it.
Kidding. We were perfect.
We're great. With TV Gold.
Yeah.
You really are. I'm talking about TV Gold. Let's talk about season 2 of the Winx Saga. What was your favourite moment? Without giving any spoilers away, what was your favourite moment?
Oh, it's very hard without spoilers.
I had a full day of filming really intensely with Queen Luna, and she was just an absolute... It was a masterclass in acting, and the way in which she led me throughout an entire sequence that occurs slightly later in the series was just the most phenomenal experience. That and also our Winx suite. There are some really gorgeous, wholesome comings together.
Yeah, there are. Yes, I would say some of them were my favourite bits to film. And I always love being in the greenhouse.
Yes.
I keep saying this, but I love it. I love being Terra in her element, because now she's so in charge and she's really running the room, and she's got all her little herbs and bandages, and she's really on task, and that's like really, there's something very satisfying about that.
Yeah, Terra really like comes into her own.
Yeah.
I think it's really lovely to witness that.
When you handed over season 1, you weren't sure of the reaction you were going to get. You topped the charts, right? So now handing over season 2, you're almost about to do that. The fans have almost got it in their hands. How are you feeling about that?
I feel really excited because I think it's better.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like everything's just stepped up.
It has.
Also, the fans are so amazing and brilliant, and we've had so many gorgeous interactions with them, whether that be online or in person, and it's just really nice to be able to be like, we're still here and we're still making this thing. And I'm really, really excited to give people like further iterations on the stories that they already have learnt to love.
Yeah, and I think because we've had such a big gap, it's given us time to have a sense of who we're telling these stories for.
Yes.
And that's really nice.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Hit me in the breast about
it.
Well, look, I'm really excited about the fans being able to see season 2 really soon. But what I'm even more excited about is coming back and chatting to you about season 3 and that gorgeous waltz scene you're about to do for us.
Please.
You and us both.
Cannot wait. We will see you there.
So lovely to chat to both of you. Enjoy all of this.
Thank you.
so
Thank you.
much.
Have a lovely rest of your day.